What's up? My name's John, software engineer with about 10 years of experience. I run latterly.io. I help people learn to code, and I have a regret. And that is that I didn't start creating content earlier and sooner in my career. If you're learning to code, start making content now. And I'll tell you why. Consider this part of your portfolio. You should also be making your portfolio immediately. It's a proof point to recruiters that you have experience. If they say, I want someone with 6 months or 12 months or 18 months, you can say, look at the date I started, and prove that you have that experience. Why do I have this regret? Have you ever taken a school class and you realize that the teacher hasn't had to deal with learning in years, maybe decades? And so they have almost an out of touch perspective. They already have mastery of the subject and they really can't relate to any of the pain points, and they really don't know what you're going through. This is something that you can help with. If you're earlier in your career, start documenting your learning journey and be very honest about your pain points, and definitely shout it out if you were able to solve the problem. People like me, people who are teaching, we haven't had to go through those pain points in years. Honestly, things have changed. Like the way you code today, the way you learn to code today, the resources you reach for today are different than they were years ago. So your perspective is super valuable to your peers here and to people like me. So I can tell someone, hey, A, B, and C, this is how you code. If they run into the pain point, it might be hard for me to understand why it's difficult for them. Does that make sense? And if you're their peer and you ran into the same problem, maybe you can explain better how to overcome that problem, or maybe you can explain to someone like me, hey, here's the thing that you're like not missing, which is like, it's so obvious to you, you're just not even mentioning it, but like you definitely need to mention it. This is super valuable, and this is gonna help you land a job ultimately. Just like your portfolio, it's gonna establish you as a thought leader and a member of the community. It's gonna contribute to your social network growth, and don't sleep on the impact of the social network on landing your job. Another one of the mistakes I made early on is I thought, if I know how to code, that's the key goal. If I know how to code, I can land a coding job, right? It's more complicated than that. You need a social network. It's really, really gonna help you. So I hope this is inspiring to you. You don't need to master the subject before you start creating content. You can start speaking as a student, grow your social network, boost your odds of landing that job, boost your online brand. And if this inspired you to create a video or a blog article or whatever, send it to me. Would love to see it. Hope to talk to you soon.